off fake. 49ers bring pressure. Two inside backers come down the sideline. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown.
Hang on. Love to Watson to a one-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leader in rusher. Bill, the Packer fan and Packer owner, Nick, they run a website for Packer news and updates, and I know Packer news hasn't been so great lately because we got some players that are not Packers anymore that you loved at one time, but you might hate a little bit right now.
Two great running backs. We have a competent offensive line.
He's saying that he felt in November and December that they didn't want him back.
Get a little safety in that position. Either we go.
There's no reason to believe we can't return, but.
And they already came out. There's a couple guys that came out and said that Rodgers is telling what
solution of it, and don't let them go for anything under than one.
And you know what, Packer fans? The Bears still suck. So go Pack Go, and good luck to you, Bill and Nick, their website and their Packer news. Talk to you later.
It's a lot easier to come in and skip doing mop-up duty, but he threw the ball off. He kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers the way he was throwing the ball sidearm and just flicking the wrist, and the ball was just jumping out of his hands. Agreed.
Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick. Enjoy.
Welcome to Frozen Tundra Network.
What's up? Go Pack, go.
We get to talk again about how Jordan Love is making everyone look stupid who doubted him.
Yeah. Bro,
this is going to be
looking like a real quarterback.
Oh,
this
yeah.
will be a different kind of show. So I'm going to have all of my co-hosts over here. We got Ken, we got John, we got Robert, and we got A-Dub. Y'all are going to take over, and you're going to start the conversation and talk about the Green Bay Packers and how good they look this week. So let's get it started. Go ahead.
Let's talk about how long we think the starters are going to start this week coming in.
Well, I think they're going to play a quarter, at least a quarter.
Yeah, I'd say they're going to play a quarter, and I unfortunately can see what happened the first two preseason games continue where Love starts a little slow, but then snaps fire again real quick with his last series.
Well, that's what I want to see out of. Go ahead, A-Dub.
I mean, and let's be honest about something. When during the time that we can watch Jordan Love, we always have to analyze how good he looks passing the football too. Like they're sure he may be doing a lot of dinking and dunking, but he is making certain throws that you love to see a QB make, as far as those tight window passes, the short slants, the checkdowns. But then I was like, if he's able to move the ball effectively with those short throws, then I'm for it.
Yep. As long as we're getting positives, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing about Love I noticed too, he always does sort of slow, and I want to see him actually get better at that and start out strong, and keep strong. Sort of thing. He needs to start out just like our kicker.
I think that'll come. I think he just needs time. You got to get a little more time.
Yeah. I think what it is nervous at the beginning. The first drives, he's nervous a little bit.
Yeah, I could definitely see that being it of, hey, finally all eyes are on me. I got to play the absolute best.
But one thing about it, we ain't fucking talking about, is how he fucking predicts the fucking, with this eyes, he can take the safety or and he can hold them off. And fucking, he's got.
That's one thing I think he learned from Aaron Rodgers very well. Gary.
I mean, he's even throwing fucking non-looks passes. He's like boom, and just kind of, it's like unreal, man. This kid's gonna be special. And I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
all these people out here say, "Oh, he's gonna be a bust." Hey, you're in for a rude awakening, man. This kid's gonna be good.
Honestly, man, my take from him, the thing that I'm impressed with the most is his poise in the pocket. He doesn't show any fear. I mean, he's not always making the right. I mean, and I'm not saying he's making the wrong read. I'm just thinking sometimes he's a little late, and I think that's just him just working into his progressions. He's going to get it, man. Oh, yeah. I mean, like you guys said, there's times he makes a throw that's just unbelievable. And then he's going to have those times where he's like, oh, and it seems that he throws high, which kind of scares me. But yeah, I think you give the wide receiver a better chance to get a high ball than you do one thrown in the dirt.
Yeah,
throwing him high balls, though, you could get a pick very easily.
Rodgers always like throwing right at people's feet all the time, Hard to catch
I
the
mean,
ball.
Well,
as far
and he's
as
more
far as
mobile
the
than Rodgers
passes,
was. Sorry, A-Dub.
right? I mean, yeah, and I'm saying as far as the passes go, the most Jordan Love's got to work on it at best is that it's just all about good ball placement and the timing of the passes that he puts out there. And also make sure, as far as ball placement, it's just a matter of putting the ball in a place where your receiver can get to it without too much without so much of a struggle, even with the coverages out there. It's all about good judgment and good ball placement and timing for Love.
And some of those were just some good wide receiver. I mean, our wide receivers are hungry. I mean, Reed and Dobbs both went up and snagged some and literally was in coverage and took them away. They got their hands on the ball and said, "Nope, you ain't getting this from me," and snatched it. So, I mean, dude, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with it all.
It's like even in camp, you don't hear about too many drops with our receivers. You're not hearing about drops. You're not hearing about that. People say, "Oh, you guys are most dropped wide receivers in the league." Well, we got rid of Lazard. He led our team in drops. So did fucking Cobb. He had fucking like 4 or 5 he had in drops, whatever. And the only thing Cobb was good for was like third downs and shit. But
I don't think he played. To me, Cobb didn't play a whole lot last year. I mean, I didn't feel like he did.
Was injured a couple of times.
Yeah, but the thing about it now, since now we're a lot younger. We're not younger, and I mean, I think we got better talent than like Lazard. Come on now, look at fucking drops he had. I don't know. I'm glad he's gone. To tell you the truth, you got younger, more hungry receivers that want it. And we got.
Well, I like that we went and got it. We got some pretty decent tight ends. It sounds like Musgrave was definitely going to be the tight end one, and Kraft is going to be. He's going to take time away from Degura. That's for sure.
Musgrave is going to take more time. I mean, he's going to make some mistakes. That's tight end's the hardest spot to learn from, man. Is tight end, being a tight end. So he's got some growing pains, but he's looking good so far. But he's gonna fuck up too,
Yeah,
the tight end, man.
I can see him as being the flex tight end there, where he's out in space just for this year. Because I haven't heard too great things about Kraft blocking yet, but his receiving skills are outstanding.
Kraft, yeah, and their speed. They're both guys good for their size. They can actually run pretty fast, man.
Yeah, that was exactly what Goose saw in those two when he first drafted them. Like the versatility that those two tight ends had as far as being solid pass catchers off the line.
They got good hands.
Yeah. And the thing about and another thing to be said about Lazard, watching some of the receivers out there, it pretty much gives me much enthusiasm to say that you're not going to be missing much from Lazard, especially given his skill set at the receiver position when it could be replaced. And even his production, that can be replaced by some of these guys we got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen flashes in Toure and I mean, all these other wide receivers that are fighting for the 5 and 6 spot. There's 3 or 4 guys. They all have showed out, and they've all made plays during preseason.
I honestly, with how many good wide receivers we have, would not be surprised if we keep 7.
I mean, look at he's coming in. Man, he had a good game last week.
Yeah.
Because that was good this week. He's been really good in camp. We got to keep him. Plus Wicks.
Yeah, I'm too worried about trying to get these guys on the practice squad that somebody's going to poach them.
Well, with Davis going out, I think that might open the door up. We can keep 7. I think we'll keep 7 wide receivers. I think, and we'll keep only 2 tight ends, and then the Gora will have a H back. So
would you guys rather have the rookie running back with all that's been showing out, or would you rather have an extra wide receiver? Because it could come down to that. Because Degura is basically a blocking. He's like a fullback for.
Yeah. I see us keeping him for the fullback H-back.
Yeah.
And given the connection Jordan Love already has with Degura, you can already see him on the roster for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Plus in special teams too. He's good on special teams.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. If you don't have a starting job, you're going to rotate in, and you're going to have to play special teams. Or you might not find a spot here.
Oh, yeah, because Rich is going to be in their ears, sitting there saying, I want dogs to play for me, not just somebody that's just out there because, hey, this is all I can do.
See, one thing about, too, like our offensive line, oh, my God, they're actually fucking playing pretty good. Even our backups. I mean, clean pocket. That Jordan Love had the cleanest pocket in all preseason games. That's our backups.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well.
I think it's Caleb or something there. The really tall offensive tackle we got.
Rashawn Walker.
That's who I was thinking of.
He's balling out.
Oh, yeah, he looks outstanding.
Yeah.
We found a lot of good guys, and Goody found a lot of undrafted guys this year that could possibly make this squad, man.
That's one thing I love about Goody is he's very good with the bringing in offensive linemen and getting these free agents to work.
Yeah.
Granted, they're not big name free agents, but they're doing their job.
When cutdowns come, do you guys think that we're going to need to? Is there anybody out there you think that we're going to get off another team, or do you think we're good?
I think we're golden.
I think we're good. I think what's going to happen with our safety is we're going to go with Savage, and then we're going to go with Ford. I think.
Yeah,
Ford,
I can see that.
The way Russell was talking about the Lions, like he's saying they could possibly cut Okora.
They could, yeah. I mean, they're pretty deep right there. They're deep
because they already got depth. They got good depth on there. I mean, was that somebody we would go get if he was out there?
No.
Would Goody go get him?
No, there was a guy that just got cut. He's actually pretty decent, and I'm surprised we didn't go get him yet. But I think we're going to go with what we got, man.
Safety depth. Is there anybody for safety you think might get cut? Is there, might get?
Everybody said, okay, we missed out on Branch. No, we didn't. We didn't miss out on Branch.
There's a reason we didn't take him.
Yeah, he runs a 2.56. Sure, that's a 40. I mean, game speed's totally different. You're faster than that fucking. It's game speed. But there's a reason why we didn't pick him, and I think it's because they want speed at the end, and he doesn't have the speed like we got.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because
the way those guys are talking, the way they talk about Branch, they're saying that he's their best defensive player right now.
He's going against fucking goddamn second and third stringers. It makes anybody look almost good. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wait till he gets a regular, when he gets some, the number ones in the regular game. Try that once, and then see what he's like. It's too different. You know how many people look really good, fucking in preseason, all of a sudden, as soon as the regular season hit, they look like garbage. It's a thing, man.
Well,
or they can look like crap in preseason. Get in the season, all of a sudden they shine. You know what I mean? It's just the way it works.
They make it sound like he's shining in camp. Because they did the same thing as we did. They did, joint practices, and they got to run them up against other guys and number ones on another team, and apparently showed out.
Have been outstanding for us in camp and did dick the rest of their career.
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
It's not hard to look good in shorts.
He's a damn good tackler. He's a damn good tackler.
When it comes to who we picked up with our draft picks, my thing was like, if they don't pan out accordingly, maybe then we could regret.
Yes.
We could regret not taking Branch. Like as far as
the
guys that we got being Jaden Reed and Dontavian Wicks with those draft picks that we got.
I'd much rather have them over him.
Wasn't it say Branch is a slot corner?
But they move him around. They'll move him around.
Well, that's what they're saying. Like, he's that good that they're going to move him around. I mean,
he's got.
When they were talking like that, I mean, when I heard Russell was looking, I mean, I was hearing him talk about it this morning. He's like, the word out of camp is he's our best defensive player.
He's not really the greatest in cover, but he's fucking tackling. He's fucking sniffing up the run. He's damn good at it. I would not deny that.
I didn't know if he was just talking shit because I keep telling him I'm not scared of his fucking Lions.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, though.
We'll see. Look, man, my theory is we're all talking out our ass right now. None of us really freaking know. We're not going to know until they line them up and lace them up and let's go.
Every year's a new year, man. You know, a shit team.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell. And I understand they want to see progression, but I'm not here. I'm here to tell you, I'm not going to concede that you just get the deep just because maybe that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, the Lions' history, they generally, if they have a decent year, they follow it up with a crap year.
Ken, what are you making me? What are you making me?
Hamburger helper.
Bambi hamburger helper?
This is a Packer/Cook show.
We'll
pin the recipe in the comments.
But yeah, I can't wait for this defense, though, man. I really can't.
I'm excited. I want to see. I think our sacks are going to go up. I think our pressure on the quarterbacks are going to go up. I agree that the Detroit Lions are better, but they're also got a target on their back. They've shown they're going to be the team that we're going to have to. They're going to be our biggest competition in this division. Yep. I'm sorry, the Vikings can talk all that shit with their offense.
You think they're better? I don't think they're better than the Packers. I really don't.
No, they're better. Look, they're a better team. Look, you can't look to be down 7 games and then to turn it all around and flip it around and actually go the other way. That right there is some integrity. Okay, to turn that. I mean, that's where I say they got the fortitude to possibly do it, but it's the same old Lions until I see different.
Yep. I will give it to Campbell. He has turned them around a whole hell of a lot. He's gave them a fighting spirit, but I want to see if he can do it for a full year.
He's so good. They're 1-5 in September, and they're 0-9 in October.
Yeah. Look, a lot of things got to change for them this year, or it's still going to be. If they don't get double-digit wins, they certainly won't win the division. You got to have double digits to win the division.
Right now, Campbell should have a hot seat right now. If you don't fucking get them to the playoffs, I think they should fire his ass right away.
Well, that might happen. I mean, I don't know, man. There's a lot of Lion fans that are sentimental for this guy now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think they'd give him an extra year just because of how much they love the guy.
Oh, the GM, you can't wait till time.
If you were the GM, you'd fire him yesterday.
Yeah, well, no, I gave him 3. I'll give him 3 years.
Honestly, I'm on. I know John Dorn's been on record to say this. He thinks the Lions overachieved last year. I'm inclined to believe that. I'm inclined to go with that. Are they good enough to take the division? I don't know that they can just take the division. It's more us giving it to them because this division's weak.
The reason why they fucking got like 9 wins, fucking the Bears were horrible. We were horrible, right? I mean, that's fucking 4 wins right there. And plus, it's like we beat pretty much in those games. We beat ourselves. They didn't beat us. Fucking, we beat ourselves. Those fucking Rodgers bullshit turnovers. That's why he's out the fucking door. That's why he's out the fucking door. We're done with that shit. I was done with. I wanted Love to get in after that first game. There was no reason why Love should have took over from there on out.
For part of the year, yes. While his thumb healed, I would have agreed with that, but not shutting him down the whole year.
I mean, he just played last year like he didn't give 2 shits.
I don't know if it was that, honestly. He looked like he was trying, but he didn't. It's not the Aaron Rodgers we're used to where he puts his cape on and he just carries us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking right now, I mean, don't get me wrong. Lions they're better than they used to be. Guaranteed that. I ain't denying that.
Oh, yeah.
They're not as good. They think they're going to the playoffs and fucking 10 in the playoffs. There ain't no fucking way.
I agree with that 100%. I don't think they're as good as they think.
They're going to be fighting for this division. They ain't going to fucking take it. They're going to be fighting for this division. And it won't be surprising me if Jordan now takes that leap and even throws a little better than he did last year. They could actually sneak up. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. Vikings?
Well, usually, in my opinion, it takes 4 games for your team to actually be gelling. In week 4, that's who we face. So I'm ready to see the Lions week 4.
And then look at like the Vikings. I mean, they had a shitty fucking defense last year. They can't get no worse, and all of a sudden, fucking, they won 13 games. They won 13 games. Now, if Kirk Cousins can carry that fucking team with a shitty fucking goddamn defense, what about Lions Goff? They went 1-6 or something like that because the defense was horrible. They said, well, that means your quarterback can't carry your fucking team then. Just like because Kirk Cousins did it with the fucking Vikings with a horrible defense.
Well, I don't like Cousins, but I think he's a better quarterback than Goff.
Oh, he's definitely, Goff, man,
Goff is not a bad quarterback, don't get me wrong, but you have to surround him with a team.
He's a game manager, yeah. And one thing about it, he needs a good defense. He needs everything good around him, everything.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing they did change, Russell was talking today, is like they changed up their secondary, but they also changed up their entire running game. I mean, they got rid of both their running backs and replaced them.
Well, they got Sutton. That guy who's fucking a one-hit fucking wonder. He's only been good for a year and a half. He's been good. That's it. And he wasn't even that great. He's not even.
I love this guy, Steve. Man, I love this guy, Steve. Goff is a flopper. Noodle, what do you call him? Noodle arm? That gets Russell's ass, John. You call him noodle arm Goff.
That's freaking perfect.
But those guys are right. That's the one thing, I don't mind losing to the Lions, or splitting with them, but I hate being swept by them guys. We should have showed out one of those games, man. Especially at home.
We should have won that last one. We shot ourselves in the foot way too many times. I could honestly concede the first one because of us getting upset by the Giants and Jets right before it. It had a bad stink on the team. I'll give that one.
I agree,
but that
Steve.
last one we should have won.
Big time.
That
first game, all those INTs, man, that was just, man. Oh.
And every one of them was thrown in the red zone.
We drove down the field, bro. Those were heartbreakers.
And then the last game we had the lead all the way up to the fucking fourth quarter, middle of the fourth quarter, and then fucking the last 6 minutes or 8 minutes, they come back and win it. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What it came down to in that game was we had a hard time trying to stop Jamal Williams at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think it was our offense was so shitty, fucking the defense out there so much. Towards then, they were just getting tired.
Yeah, that's what I can't wait to see is how much better is our defense going to be if our offense can actually stay on the damn field.
Well, the one area the defense has always struggled with is defending the run.
Yes.
One's got to think how much better is that going to be now.
I honestly think though with how aggressive Quay Walker is that he's and his teammate there Wyatt, that I think they're going to inject a little bit of anger into the defense to where they're going to be a little more snotty.
See,
Brandon, I'm hoping.
What's going on was okay. We had Lowry and then we had Reed, right? They're two plug guys. They're more or less plug that middle, pretty much guys.
Yes.
Well, now they didn't do shit really. Reed had some spurts here and there, but.
Lowry was the same. He'd be a middle block, gap plugging guy, but then he'd give you a couple of flashes where you think, man, he's going to turn it on. He's going to turn it on.
But see what the thing sucks about that is towards the end of the season, they can't bench those guys to put White and Slayton in more. And you notice our defense got a lot better.
Bro, you notice we got faster. We cut away the dead weight.
Yep. So in the draft, they said, okay, they got rid of Reed, they got rid of Lowry. They went in the draft, they got Bowen and what's the other guy? Brooks.
Carl Brooks and Kobe Wooden.
Wooden, yeah. And they're both trying out in camp right now. I mean, they're fucking every time you
Gary.
Well, and honestly, guys, one thing that's going to help the defense, I mean, last year we pass all the time, so, I mean, that makes for quick 3 and outs when you're doing that. We're going to lean on the run game. So, I mean, it's going to slow the drive down a little bit, but
I don't think we're going to be relying on that run game as much as you think. I really don't.
Well, I think I think it's going to be more than it was.
They're going to attack that middle because they went out in the draft. They got 2 tight ends. Who went out and got Reed.
Agreed, Steve.
I mean, they're attacking that middle. Where Rodgers never did. He was scared to fucking attack that middle.
Ever since Finley, it's like he's been allergic to the middle of the field.
Well, I don't know that we've had we haven't had a good quality tight end since Finley. So I mean, to go over the middle.
Well, no.
To attack the
middle. Who the hell was the tight end that caught the pass in the Dallas game?
Oh, that was the guy from. We got him from the Rams.
Yeah.
What the hell was his name? I can't think of his name. But he came over from the Rams. He was their tight end. I think it was the Rams.
I don't know. We go through so many fucking tight ends. It's not even funny, man. Like every year
That's the play that Rodgers got the SB on, where he threw it to the sidelines on the Dallas game. He was going out of bounds. He caught. Yeah, Rodgers. No, it wasn't. Rodgers wasn't the tight end. I can't think of his name for the life of me. He only played with us 1 year.
Jared Cook.
Jared Cook.
Oh, Jared Cook.
Cook caught it going out of bounds, man.
Okay.
And Rodgers wanted SB for that pass. I mean, it was like.
Yeah, I'm okay. That's when it got us in the playoffs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the Dallas game, man.
Yeah, right down the sideline there. Right.
More magic.
But no, well, see what
I can't believe I couldn't think of his name. That's too much weed.
What was his name? I had to check on my dog.
Jared Cook.
Yes, Cook. The dude that got.
He only played 1 year. He only played 1 year for us. That was another thing that pissed Rodgers off because they cut him after 1 year.
Yep, I actually really liked him, and I wish we would have kept him.
Yes, I did too. I thought, man, we got a decent tight end here.
Oh yeah, him making that catch in that Dallas game made
it's okay,
me
man.
a fan of his for life.
I want Musgrave to be the next Travis Kelce, but better.
That's a high goal, and I accept it.
I accept it. Let's be real about it. It's a high-ass goal.
Yeah, that's definitely a tall order for a rookie.
Especially. Look at Ryan just doing the fucking kick.
Oh, I forgot. The line game's on. Keep us posted, John.
He went for a field goal and fucking hit the bar and fucking buzzed.
Yes.
Hey, let's swap kickers with those guys.
I think our kicker's about the same.
I thought that was Carlson kicking, tell you the truth.
Are you guys? Hey, let's talk about the kicker. Are we? I mean, I know Nick's not here, and me and him, and he goaded me into that bet. But seriously, guys, he's not. I don't want to give up on him, but I need to see something, man. I'm kind of nervous. We're going to get down to these games where it's going to come down to a field goal or something, and we're going to lose because this guy.
Oh yeah, I seriously see him not making it through the full season. We might not get rid of him. We might bust him down to where you're just the backup, but I can see it.
But what happens? Okay, what happens? We got Mason out there. I mean, either two of you are going to go, oh my God, can you make it? Oh my God, you're going to be nervous either way.
I don't want to bring Crosby back.
I don't either.
I wouldn't be against it. I would rather have Gould, but.
Well, hey, look, to me, a miss is a miss. If Crosby's missing while he's old, well, the young guy's the upside. You know what I mean? Crosby's on his way out.
His problem was he just didn't have the leg anymore, and then us messing up his freaking long snapper.
Hey, now, were you saying something?
About our kicker.
Yeah.
My thing was like the idea of him being inconsistent one day, inconsistent the next. My thing is like that's just the growing pains of a young kicker. Like I'm willing to give this kid some time to develop and grow because not every kicker is going to be accurate coming into the league, especially with their first year.
Okay, I can see that because I'm comparing him to Mason when he came in, and Mason was awesome.
Well, we've had some good kickers in our time.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying this guy won't be because, I mean, he seems like he's got a strong leg.
Oh yeah.
He's got a very strong leg.
It's just, I mean, in accuracy, I guess you can work on. Maybe they need to call Chris Jackie and have him come coach up. I don't know.
No, Van Ness has power to the comment there. Van Ness has power, but he's got very good
they're not going to show when Van Ness. Well, they're going to show. I think Van Ness is going to play. I mean, that's why we were talking about it before the show. How much of the defensive starters are going to play? And I certainly hope they're going to play Van Ness for at least a couple series.
Oh, yeah,
I want to see his motor.
I want to see him. Could play him mostly.
I mean, you guys seen the bull rush that Enig Bargay put on that guy last week. Imagine Van Ness on the other side doing that kind of push.
Yep. I think with Enig Bargay, he's going to be our number 3. He looks great.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I love this guy.
And sacks are going up in Green Bay.
Yep. Especially with the main man, Rashawn Gary, being back.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
Well, to be let us be honest about something. When it comes to Van Ness, yeah, I think the talk about him having only one move, yeah, that could be true. Like that was the one weakness with Van Ness when we got him. Like he only knows that bull rush, that he didn't know anything else. And let's be honest, he didn't. When it comes to the preseason, we didn't see that much out of Van Ness yet. So yeah.
Yeah. But
All right, well, and not to be devil's advocate, there's really, I mean, if you got a really good one move, I mean, Reggie White made a career on it, man. Did you see him throwing guys left and right? It didn't matter which arm he did it with. He would toss a guy and go rush the quarterback. I mean, that's a great move. I don't know that Van Ness has that kind of move, but one move isn't a bad thing. But the talk on him was he had heavy hands and he had a high motor and he just keeps going.
Yes, in college, he showed some outstanding hand moves. Like this guy had to have taken at least a boxing course, MMA, something. He's a very good hand fighter. We just haven't seen it yet.
He used to be a hockey player.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he played hockey.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get a nickname Hercules for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree. His bull rush is his best move, but I think he's a good hand fighter.
When the season starts, what's going to happen? Like John Gary, he'll be back, but they're not going to give him they're not going to let him go 60 snaps. 40, 50, 60 snaps. They're going to give him probably like 20 snaps. Start for a few weeks, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll give Van Ness the rest. You know what I mean? And then
we're going to have
I don't think so.
We're going to call them the four horsemen of the apocalypse. It's going to be Preston Smith and Rashawn Gary, Enan Vargay, and Van Ness.
Oh.
And it's going to be we're just going to destroy offensive lines. Get ready.
It's going to be nasty, I'm telling you.
Man, I can't wait till football. We just got to start. Fuck preseason. Let's go.
Great. Wyatt. It'll be Wyatt, and then
yeah, it's Stenerud. I remember him too, man. What was that? What is was it Chester Markle, the guy that he picked it up and ran it in? This kick got blocked. There's been some good kickers in the days, man.
But yeah, we'll be riding Carlson out this year. I'm pretty positive on that.
Yeah, no, I think so too. And look, that whole bet with me and Nick. I mean, honestly, when he made that to me, he's looking up the stats and checking out. I'm like, I went and I checked. I go, holy fuck! I didn't realize how many missed kicks there are average. And the odds are in my favor. I mean, he's probably going to miss one. I mean, as many as he's missed already, he's probably going to miss one in 2 games.
Yeah, we've been spoiled for the past few years.
And it's only to wear a bag on my head for one show. And honestly, I'm going to decorate the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Talking mad crap about the other teams.
He was 6 for 8 yesterday.
Yesterday was but the day before he was 1 of 5.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, I'm not down on the guy. Look, it concerns me that he's missing so many.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? This is the time to do it. This is absolutely the time to do that.
Yeah, it could be the kid's just a little bit of a slow learner, and it's taken him a bit to adjust to the pro kicks versus the college ones. Because in college, he looked pretty good from what I've seen. I've only seen highlight videos.
He said that they know what his problem is and they're working on it. That's like,
okay. Let's see some progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just want to see it on the field. That's all I'm saying. I mean, in practice, it's okay.
I don't expect him to be money right off the bat. But like I just said, I'd like to see him progressing to where, hey, you did pretty damn good this year. Let's see where you can bring it next.
I mean, and I know it's kind of windy outside in Lambeau, but a couple of these pussy teams we play are indoors. So I mean,
what's he gonna do in his fucking 10 below or fucking 10 above fucking with the 20 wins?
Hey man, he's just got to kick good week 1, and he's got to kick good at Lambeau South week 1.
Man, I think they're gonna be fucking going out on $4, man. Extra point, we'll go for 2. Fuck it.
I can't wait for week 1.
Oh, yeah. I have not been this excited about a week 1 in years.
I know, man. Since literally the last time we played the Bears, didn't we play the Bears 2018? That's when they got Mac, and they crushed Rodgers in like the first quarter.
I thought we played the Bears opening week 2 years ago.
No, 2018 when they won the division. They still couldn't sweep us. They still couldn't sweep us because Rodgers came back and led us to victory.
Yeah, you're right, because we got creamed 2 years ago.
Actually, we played the Bears the first game of the season in 2019 also.
2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was a little more recent.
I just remember the one with Mac. I know we beat them then too.
We never started out with Lions yet.
I remember that well enough. The first game of the season in 2019, we first played the Bears in Chicago, and that game we won 10-3.
It's been a long time since we started opening day with the Lions. I don't know how long. I can't even remember one, tell you the truth.
Yeah,
always the Bears or the Vikings.
Wow, that's. I mean, I'm glad we're back on Thanksgiving with the Lions. I'd like to see that because I'm telling you, man, this year we're having roast lion, fellas.
Yeah.
I was going to say, don't forget us playing the Saints where we got dominated.
Yeah, no, that one opener a couple of years ago, 35-3. I'll never forget that.
Oh yeah, the sad thing is that was the first game that I had showed my fiance, and she's thinking after listening to me talk about how good the Packers were.
Yeah, but still, bro,
did they suck this bad?
That's the perfect definition of saying it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Because we still went 13 wins.
Oh yeah, and
we still 13 wins is hard to do, bro. And do it 3 times in a row. Kiss my ass. All these guys are like LaFleur. LaFleur's a bad coach. No, he's not, bro. We had Rodgers before LaFleur. Rodgers didn't get McCarthy never got 13-win seasons in a row. This is LaFleur's offense, man. You got to give the credit where credit's due. Rodgers ran it very well, but this is LaFleur's offense, bro. And now Jordan Love's going to run it.
Now that playbook's really going to get open now. Oh, another shit you couldn't do with fucking Rodgers because fucking he's old, washed up.
Look, man, LaFleur, I think, was scared to say something to Rodgers, so he got Rodgers to go along with his offense, but he let Rodgers pick the plays. Honestly, I believe that. I think Rodgers changed the plays a lot at the line.
Oh, he did.
Exactly. I mean, and this goes back to what I said before, that now that Rodgers is no longer there, you're going to see the full extent of LaFleur's offense as far as everything being going through him. Like, he's going to be more in control of his play calling.
Yep. And then the other thing I heard about the defense is that they're actually going to be blitzing a lot more this year.
Oh yeah,
when it comes to the defense, the only thing that can make you nervous about it is Joe Barry. Like, let us see if he learned a lesson from last season. Let us see
the
if
Joe Barry effect.
Last
Another great take, A-Dub. I see why Mike likes you. That's a great take right there.
The thing about it is that now he's listening to the players now. The players are actually going to go and say, hey, we need to do this. We got to try to do this. And he's listening to them. That's what's nice about it.
Yeah, I like to think if your players come at you complain about the kind of schemes and play calling you're doing on the defense, that leaves a lot of concern for your job.
They want to go up and close and personal and fucking one-on-ones, for more, now it's like, okay, let's do it then. Let Alexander fucking do his fucking what he's getting paid for to do,
I love the new tagline, Strap City, too.
Yeah.
I want to see him lock down an offense. I certainly hope there's a lot of 3-and-outs this year.
I hope there's a lot of fucking interceptions.
I just like to think what it comes down to is Joe Barry just needs to have the defense play to their strengths.
Yeah. It's clear we got some players. We got some real ballers that can handle it.
Panthers up 10-0, and they're pretty much marching down the field like as is.
When it comes to the Panthers, I'm still a little bit skeptical about their rookie QB, Bryce Young. I'm not so sure if you want to let him start a full season right away.
Yeah, well, that's a
Yeah, it always depends on the team. Some teams like to sit them their quarterbacks out for 1 year, and some throw them to the wolves and see what they got. You know, sometimes
I mean,
quarterback.
I don't. I think the way that I mean, look, Rodgers sat behind Favre for 3 years. Love is sitting behind Rodgers for 3 years. I mean, we've had good success with this. Now, we just need to carry it on.
Yeah, and then watching Love's mechanics, you can tell he learned a lot from Rodgers. Because just the way he moves reminds me so much of the early Rodgers with how he would move.
Well, what really helped Love is bringing in Bobby. What the fuck's their quarterback coach?
Clements.
Clements. Yeah. Bringing him in actually fucking did.
I loved him as a quarterback's coach.
I'm glad
the only person I liked more, I'm having a brain fart of his name, but our old defensive backs coach.
Gray?
Yes, Gray.
Yeah.
That's the only assistant coach that we've had that I've liked more than him.
Yeah.
It really pissed me off the day we lost him.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping he would got the defensive coordinator job, tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's who I was hoping for too.
He actually had pretty good defense in Buffalo back in the day.
And look, man, Barry, his first year, he got our defense where I thought it should be. I don't know what happened last year. I don't know why it didn't come back. I think with that one, he got too used to how he used to have to run schemes. That, I got a scheme because my players don't have a lot of talent. And with us, he was wasting our talents because he was so locked into his scheme. That's my opinion.
Well, once Rashawn Gary went down,
the
pass rush went down big time. You don't have to get sacks. I mean, it's more or less pressure more than anything. That's what you want, pressure.
Yeah, that just goes to, Gary going down just goes to show how much of an impact his presence was on the field for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I totally believe
if you don't have that presence, it just falls off.
Yeah, I totally believe that Gary, as long as he remains healthy this whole year, is going to be top 3 for sacks.
I like it.
Yeah, to me, he just has that drive and the talent to say, I'm going to own you on every play. I don't care how good you are.
Well, and I think the presence of Enigbari stepping up and Lucas Van Ness coming in, that's going to, I mean, if those guys actually get a push, now they're not going to be able to keep everything on Gary. So it's going to spread it out. And if it ain't Gary getting some play, it's going to be somebody else. So
Preston Smith, when Gary's on that field, is a whole other player.
And you got Wyatt, and you got Slayton, and you got Kenny Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nasty.
Don't forget about Wyatt, because he's been looking damn good too.
Yeah, no, these guys that we got last year, they're making the second year jump. I mean, they're literally like showing out.
Yeah, have you guys heard anything more? Because I've only seen one story about this, that Kenny Clark's getting moved out of the nose into end, and they're going to put Wyatt at the nose.
Well, I think they're trying some. I mean, look, the last Super Bowl we won, the reason our defense, we won it because of our defense and the way they had some really clever pressure plays.
I got to address this. I got to address this guy right here. The Jerry Streets. You know what? Your Bears are going down week 1. You guys don't even have a chance in hell to beat the Packers. You don't got a chance in hell.
Somebody asked Nick to let him on since he asking to be on.
That's fucking.
Oh yeah. Come on.
If he's in the back, if he gets in the back, Nick will put him on. Somebody leave a message in the chat for Nick. He'll put him on.
He's gonna come on here, say a couple words, and he'll fucking kick it out and get out right away.
If that's how he wants to be, that's him repping his team, bro. That's how it is.
He's cool.
Hey, I got nothing against that, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to dog him either.
Well, also, I have to address him as far as the next time you want to be in my DMs talking about Justin Fields. 2 things to get right first. Make sure your grammar and spelling doesn't come off of that of a young toddler, and also make sure your team wins the game.
Yeah, let's hit him with an A-dub.
A-dub. Yeah, so you must have some words with that guy. That's why he's in there talking smack, huh?
Bears better fucking be damn lucky that fucking goddamn offensive line gets healthy before then. Because even if it is healthy, man, our fucking pass rush, oh my God, that front.
We're gonna wreak havoc in the North this year, fellas. I'm telling you, our sacks are going up, pressures are going up. It's going to be a whole nother. Interceptions are going to takeaways are going to be up because the pressure they're going to get, it's going to force the quarterback. How many is Goff going to throw this year? That's going to be the question.
Yeah.
Noodle arm.
Well, if you look at the Lions game, we fucking shut them down 15 points the first game and 20 the second. And they were big. Oh, we put up like 30 points a game. You don't get against us, man. And that was against our defense. Wasn't as good. And their offense.
See, look, there you go, John. Hey, there you go. Read that. It's talking about that new lineup you're talking about. Slayton, nose tackle, Clark.
Okay,
right there.
thank you. Because I knew I had seen one report on it, but I hadn't seen any since.
Exactly how the line's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, that's the kind of stuff that's what you want to see right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am so cool with that.
Slayton, that fucking nose tackle, fucking yeah.
Yeah. Because
this is something the other team offenses ain't seen this. This is gonna wreak havoc, bro.
Yeah,
this is gonna get us.
Slayton and then Clark. Oh my God, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go Sean Geary and fucking Preston or fucking whoever. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, man.
Hold on, I got one quick question for you. When we go into the nickel or dime, do you want Slayton or Wyatt next to Clark?
I don't know. Let's see what I want to see it in action. I want to actually see it and see it both ways, and I'll let you know.
My opinion on this one is I think Slayton is better for the base defense because he's a hell of a run stuffer, and Wyatt seems like a disruptor. But small sample size.
I want to see it. I mean, look, all this talk and all this, they're keeping everything hush hush, man. I mean,
I know they're blitzing more. We got the corners that fucking do it, you know.
What's the update on the line game?
As far as blitzes go, I mentioned before Green Bay how our offense should expect a lot of blitzes to come from many defenses we face too, especially given how young our core is.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna test Love. They're gonna give him pressure. There's no doubt about it.
One thing about Jordan Love, you can't rattle him. You can't keep his head.
I was gonna say Billy threw the freaking kitchen sink at him, and he was cool.
But bro, we also have the best running back to if you want to come in and mess around.
I mean,
you break a blitz by breaking it off on them. You know what I'm saying?
If you hit Reaver, you hit fucking Watson, it's gone. Do it.
And my thing is, for you to want to bring the whole blitz to Green Bay, you put yourself at risk for one-on-one matchups with our receivers. And I'd say,
and any one of our receivers can break it wide.
Right.
So much speed.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Any one of those receivers gets separation, that's just going to kill the blitz altogether.
And with Love having these massive bombs that he's overthrowing guys, I think that's where Watson and him are going to have this beautiful relationship because he's going to be able to just chuck it downfield after he gets past his defender and know he's going to be at least somewhere near it.
Yeah. And I'm excited, guys.
I think they're going to have one hell of a connection.
What's the score of the Lions game, John?
Right now it's 10-zip, but the Lions are knocking on the door.
Did they play they didn't play their starters, right?
No, fucking their pussies. They don't want to play their fucking starters.
That's what I told them. I go, why would we be scared of your team? You guys don't even want to see him yourself.
Keith are out there fucking every week fucking playing those halves, fucking sharpening up their fucking sword, and fuck they look pretty good.
Look, man, those guys are like, you guys should fear us, and I'm like, why should we fear you, man? You got to give me a reason to fear you guys because you beat us, because you swept us last year. You finished ahead of us by one game.
Yeah. Oh no, you got us 1 year.
I know, right? How many years did we get you guys? And then they talk about 3 in a row. You know, in my time, in your time, John, we've watched them win 10 in a row on the Lions.
Yeah. Actually, what's all-time record?
I mean, it's not like it can't be done, but I just don't see. I see the Lions better, but I just are they?
I don't think they are. You can think that, but I don't. I really don't.
Are they there to? Well, we're going to see, because look, man, they're not winning the division if they can't win double digits. They're not winning this division without double digits.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the division winner is one with just 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have 10 or 11 wins. It's gonna be us.
Nobody's gonna run away with it. I think it's gonna come right down to the fucking last 2 weeks, man.
Oh, it's gonna be bang, bang, bang all around.
I mean,
but look, man, all we can do is start out with a win, and then just go from there. Get the first win, then go to the second game and get that win, and just take it one game at a time, man. Just do what we can do. Don't worry about the Lions. Don't worry about the Vikings. Don't worry about the Bears till we play them.
Yeah.
The only thing that I truly want to see from Love is this first game for him to show me that he has the potential to be the franchise quarterback, not just the starter. I want him to win me over like Rodgers did, because at first, I'll be honest, I was not a believer in Rodgers. My exact words were, we went from Iron Man to Gumby Boy because of how Rodgers was getting put on IR his first few years.
Yeah. But he's the most accurate quarterback ever to play the game, probably.
We all know I love Rodgers, but he won me over.
Yeah, no, I got it.
When he came in, everybody booed him. Everybody was booing him.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
But now when Love's coming in, everybody's got his back. Everybody.
No, it's a different feeling, man. It's a different. Yeah. The players are behind it. See, that's the thing I think that was missing last year. I don't know that it wasn't Rodgers all in, but he left the team feeling like he wasn't all in. So everybody else wasn't all in. You know what I mean? So that right there is not a good chemistry for any team.
The major difference I noticed from Rodgers' first year starting and Love's is Charles Woodson was the leader of Rodgers' team in his first couple of years. Love is the leader of this team this year.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah. Love, I think, has an incredible connection. Sorry to cut you off, A-Dub.
Sorry.
I was going to say, you can go.
Well, let's be honest. When Rodgers got that in Rodgers' first full season as a starter, the thing is, Rodgers did have the talent, but I said before, what was going on at the time is that Rodgers did not have the kind of team that Jordan Love has. Like, if there's a big difference between Love's first year as a starter from Rodgers, is that Rodgers had more established receivers, and defense itself was not as great as was not as good as the one you got now. And it took time for Green Bay to learn how to win with Rodgers.
Not picking on you or anything, but you think the defense when Rodgers started was worse than now?
He was.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
this defense is way better.
Okay, because this could be rose-colored glasses. I thought that defense was outstanding.
Yeah, no, man. The 96 defense was even better, man.
We're not talking about far.
I know. I'm just saying, man. You're talking about some defenses.
As I said before, you even got to think Rodgers had more established receivers than what Jordan Love has.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, but the kicker side to that is, though, Jordan Love's been here with those guys, and he's been playing with them when he's running the twos, he's throwing to those guys when they're, I mean, he's got some time in with those guys.
Yeah, and don't forget, he spent all of the offseason last year with them, too.
Yeah.
Bro, I was watching Hard Knocks, and here's Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard telling the other wide receivers, if you don't get on the page with Rodgers, he's not going to throw to you. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, that's where Rodgers was.
What the fuck? I heard that. I'm like, really? I mean, I want the quarterback to be in command, but he needs to lead those guys too, man.
Yeah,
that's just the story. That's just the story about how you have to earn Rodgers' trust for him to look in your direction.
That's what he was telling them. He goes, you guys got to get this. He goes, it's all right now, but you got to get this, or he's not going to throw to you. He literally said that.
Yes, that's how I think Rodgers led most of his career. Was you got to meet a certain threshold for me to even think about you in this offense. Otherwise, I'll act like you're not there.
Yeah, who is this Facebook user? We need to get this guy, man. You should come on the show, dude. He's got you read that.
I agree with that.
I do too.
Yeah.
Clark and
Oh,
Devontae
yeah.
Wyatt and nickel with Gary and Smith would be nice.
It just says Facebook user. It doesn't say who he is. He's not signed in, so I don't know who it is.
The second
But,
unit
yeah.
of Wooden, Brooks.
Yeah, you got to let us know your name so we can get you on.
Yeah, well, he could just come on and we got to have Nick put it in the back. But we need his name. Man, but anyway, look, man, I honestly, it's going to be a great season, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to see it all. I mean, we got so much, and now Reed is on punt return. Is it punt returns or kick returns?
Punt return, because kick return is still mixing.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I mean, and he looks electric on doing this. Yeah. I mean, could we have a dual threat at returns?
He reminds me of Cobb when he was first with us, and I love it.
There's so many things to be excited about this year,
yeah, when Cobb was in his prime, I think he was one of the better receivers in the league.
I just read that Trey Lance just got fucking traded to his fucking Dallas Cowboys.
Really?
Yeah, no, they were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't hear anything about where he was going.
Trey Lance. Yeah, now what do they see in him?
Well, he was taken number 3 overall for a reason, so he's got potential.
Well, for me, this just goes to show that the Niners might have made one of the worst trades in history, because you put so much into Trey Lance being that guy of the future for you when Jimmy Garoppolo was not doing everything that you wanted him to. Yeah. And the thing now is
you're absolutely right about that, bro.
You're that contempt to want to let Trey Lance go. And my thing is, the 49ers are so fortunate and lucky that the Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy showed up for them the way he did.
Oh, yeah. I am very
Keith Walker. That's that guy's name, Keith Walker.
Kevin Walker.
Sorry. No, he's the guy, the Facebook user guy.
Yeah,
sorry,
Kevin
man.
Walker.
I don't want to forget his name. Trey went to the Cowboys. Yeah, he definitely went there. I don't know. Do they not trust Dak? Did they not trust Dak, or they or not Cooper Rush?
They honestly might think that Trey has a higher upside than Dak. We know what Dak is by now.
And let's be honest about something. Cowboy fans, their patience with Dak Prescott should be running thin by now. Like all the years
they gave him $40 million. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they overpaid for him, in my honest opinion. 100%.
I live in Texas. A-Dub, so I hear about it all the time.
Yeah, I'm saying, so all this money and everything you invested in Dak Prescott, and the thing is, Prescott still has yet to achieve anything with the Cowboys and boys playoff wise. So
the best thing that ever happened to Prescott was going 13 wins his first year. That was the only thing that you.
For the Cowboys to go after another QB, yeah, that just makes me think their patience with Dak has got to be running thin by now.
Yeah,
but I literally just saw Jerry saying Dak's our guy.
Let's not forget how great Dallas is with their guys and all, with that Williams trade from the Lions. Remember how they gave up a first-round pick for Williams? I forgot his first name.
I mean, why not take a risk? It's 4th-round pick only? Fuck, why not?
No, first.
No, I'm talking about the pick. They only cost them a 4th-round pick. The Cowboys.
Oh, okay.
Get land. Yeah. 4th-round pick, that ain't nothing.
And the thing, the 49ers gave up 3 first-round picks just to get to Trey
Lance.
Yeah.
You would think if you're going to trade off Trey Lance, you should have got something of equal value.
I'll take a chance.
Something else, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they were going to get anywhere near equal, but they should have got
a happy ending, right?
Here, I thought the Vikings would go get them.
Well,
the Lions were thinking about it, but Goff shit a couple of times, and they figured, he's got it this time.
Well, the Vikings got plenty of time to think about a new QB.
But you didn't go there,
Cousins after this year.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in that? Are they going after a quarterback next year? Or,
they have to.
And does that make Cousins tank?
Either that, or they're going to take their chances with the rookie they drafted earlier, Jaron Hall.
Yeah. Cousins. I think this is his last year since they refused to do that contract extension with him. And I think
So you think he shows out, or you think he lays down?
Oh,
I mean, who's going to take? Who would take Cousins? Because if he leaves the Vikings,
49ers.
he's on the back end of his career now. He's going down. You know, he's not in the up.
Oh no, Cousins will play lights out this year, but they're still going to lose because it's Cousins.
Because it's Cousins.
But he'll play just good enough that some team thinks that, hey, you know, I can make something out of this guy. We got the perfect team to surround him, so we're going to sign him to a very good deal, just like the Vikings.
And it'll be the 49ers.
Yeah,
But
right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Gary wants
Holy
to say
shit,
hi.
bro.
Like his puppy approved.
There's been so many quarterback changes just in this year alone, man. I mean,
Yeah, you might go to the Bears. You might just go to the Bears after the season.
Holy shit, bro.
Ruby,
Bears need a
come on. Yeah, leave the puppy alone.
Well, I don't know if the Bears made the right decision or not. I mean, I've questioned everything they've done since Foles took over. I question a GM who like. I mean, the Vikings are doing it. It's like a fire sale, just giving up on everything and then start. That's not the way you start. I mean,
yeah.
For 30 years, you watch us do it. This guy said he's going to take over the North. I don't see how. You just sold everybody.
This guy said that his whole job was to make sure he beat the Packers.
Yeah. Still waiting.
Yep.
He's been here, what, 2 seasons? He's 0-4 on us?
Yep.
They're about to get another sweep. He's got 2 sweeps. About to give him a third one.
Well,
I love it.
Yeah, I still haven't forgotten their statement. I still haven't forgotten the Bears' statement where they said they're taking the North and never giving it back.
Yeah, bullshit.
That I like it. That fucking feels to be MVP.
When is this happening?
Week 1, folks. Listen up. Week 1. It's Jordan Love's ceremony, taking over ownership of you bums. It's coming.
Even if we don't win the division, the Bears are so far away, they shouldn't have even thought about uttering that statement.
That's right.
Because every other team is better than them.
Hey, they got 2 first rounders to get a new quarterback next year.
Yeah, they're going to need to spend it on him.
Well, they're going to have to.
Oh no. Fields will show just enough that they're stupid enough to bite on him for 1 more year. That man, you know, he's got an incredible ceiling if he could just get it together. He's got a talented arm, but his decision-making is horrible.
Yeah.
They can't read a defense either. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people say that's overrated. That's you know, what do you mean, man?
He can't go over his reads. He holds on the ball too long. He doesn't know when to get rid of it. He fumbles all the time. He has no pocket awareness. There's just so many things that's wrong with him.
I mean, and he's not very accurate. I mean, he does. I mean, he's an average. I mean,
he's got a good arm on him.
Yeah,
he's got a cannon for an arm. I'll give him that. But he honestly reminds me a lot of Kaepernick, that if the middle of the field isn't open, he's not going to get it, and he's forced to run.
Well, basically, if his first read ain't open, he's fucking panicked. He wants to
that's
run.
probably the best. You know, I never thought about that. That's a good quality. That's who he does remind me of.
I seriously think he's like Kaepernick. Very, very talented, but just didn't have it on the outside of the numbers. I seriously think Kaepernick is the best quarterback.
We got Van Ness. Who's Van Ness?
Outside.
That's Steve.
Oh.
I think that's Steve.
Yeah.
Is that you, Steve?
Yeah, it's me.
All right.
All right. What's up, man?
Bro.
What's up?
What's happening, man?
You know, like I said, first time I've been a part of this show, I'm always in the show with Russell and him. John.
Yep.
John, my buddy there. I sit there at times and I don't say a word. I mean, I love Russell and them guys, whatever, but I feel like, you know, Russell. I feel like Russell, Mike, Jeremy, and Chad are the 4 horsemen, and you is the American dream, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, they gang up on you like no tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, my God. I mean, they're great guys. They're all great guys. I mean, they are. I see. I go in these places because in my area, I don't really have anybody to talk football with.
Okay. Oh, I hear you. I'm in upstate New York, so I don't got too many people myself.
You know, yeah. Well, I was in Buffalo back in 2001. I was living in Buffalo, New York.
Oh no. Okay, so you're relatively around the same area I am.
Oh yeah.
So you know where the Bears Mafia stole that shit from?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I played this stuff since early 2000s with Bills.
Yeah. Now let me say some things on this. Like John, a lot of things you say, I agree with you a lot. And A-Dub, smart man. But this is where I got to come in now. Like, you know, I love Russell to death. But he sits there and says that, like, Vanessa has one move, it's a bull rush move. The thing is, they're not going to show their full patented outline repertoire. They're not. They're. I mean,
you got to pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, nobody knows what Van Ness is going to be. Like, nobody knows right now what Jordan Love is going to do. Now, in that Eagles game last year, when he came in,
hey, don't eat in the carpet.
His I played quarterback. Okay, his passes were precise, were on point. I mean, not every pass is going to be perfect.
Yeah,
exactly.
Not every pass is going to be perfect. But
even the great Aaron Rodgers couldn't throw every pass perfect.
Well, no, but the thing is, see, there's a little thing that I've been wanting to say in a lot of these shows. To me, in a way, the league is rigged. Like, if you guys could go back to the NFC Championship, my buddy John here, I have a friend named John here as well. He's a 49ers fan. In that last NFC Championship game, where they won like 14-10, whatever it was.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch that pass that Rodgers threw to Aaron Jones, okay, wide open. Yeah. Now, why did Aaron Jones slow down, and why did he go inwards toward the tackler?
Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah.
He was not supposed to score. Like that Super Bowl last year, there's 2 wide open touchdowns. Come on. I got busted knees, tore hamstrings, and whatever. I could have caught those passes and scored those touchdowns in that Super Bowl.
Yeah. And then you don't notice, too, that Rodgers always threw at someone's feet. Like, third down, it's like, boom, and in his feet. Like, what? It was wide open, and you throw it at his feet. What the hell is that?
I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Jordan Love. And I'm actually now, I don't know if you guys will agree. Sean Clifford is reminding me of another Brett Favre.
Oh, yeah. That I agree with.
Yes, but Jordan Love is reminding me of Aaron Rodgers a lot.
Well,
me personally, I absolutely loved Favre and all. But I would take Rodgers over Favre.
You know why I want Love to excel in this? Because I don't know if you guys know his story, Jordan Love's story. I don't know if you guys saw any of this. When he was a young kid, his dad committed suicide.
Really?
Yeah. There's a big thing on YouTube. If you go type in Jordan Love, there's a big thing. It'll tell you a lot of his story where he was playing basketball or something, and his dad, sister, whoever took him home, and he didn't know. There was a story, and they told Jordan and his sister, "Your dad just committed suicide." His name was Orban Love. Now, Love wanted to give up sports altogether, but he knew that his dad would not want him to do that. And the reason why they asked Love, why the number 10? And he said something like, that was his dad's number. That's the number his dad wanted him to wear. So this is what I'm really hoping for Jordan Love to excel. For he had to go through that, whatever, because his dad passing as a little kid.
Yeah, that had to be rough.
Yeah.
I read something about that. Yeah.
Well, yeah. See, I didn't hear about this at all.
Maybe that's why he plays the way he plays, man. I mean, I'm telling you, there's something about the guy when he's in the pocket. He doesn't play scared. He doesn't play, like he doesn't look like he's out of control or he's scared. at all.
Yeah, what's the hell the worst that's going to happen to him there? It's not like they're going to kill him.
He moves the defense with his eyes too. I mean, the dude's got everything down pretty good. He just got to get in the games and polish that. That's what he's got to do yet.
Now, I'll go back and say this.
Gary,
I love Favre. I love Rodgers. And the one quarterback that I wish would have remained the quarterback and outbid it all was Don Mikowski.
Yeah. He could have made a case for it, but Brett Favre's pretty special, man. He turned out to be pretty special.
Right, but I think I mean, in high school when I was because I've been a Packer fan since I was 4 or 5 years old. People called me the Magic Man. People in high school, that's what they called me.
Come here, boy.
But this is nice to come on here, and like I will sit in with Mike and Russell, and I won't say a word. And when John Dorn, you're in there, I'm like, man, this is like a freaking handicap match. This is a handicap match. They're like jumping on this guy, like like I want to see John like give up and start giving them them elbows that Dusty Rhodes used to do, like boom, boom.
I was gonna say my kids.
Bro, you're the '80s wrestling guy, right?
Well,
I love this guy.
I've been like I said, I'm 50 years old. Okay, and
how old are you, man?
50.
Yeah, I'm 53 this year. I'll be in October. I'll be 53.
Okay. And, and like this thing here with my name, Steve Clicks, and I mean, I kind of felt bad in the room. I think Mike and Russell might have thought that I was trying to sell cards.
You were the guy with the cards. Oh.
Yeah. No, I'm not trying to sell them. The thing is, I'm a big card collector. I got back into it. Okay. And the thing is, the truth of the truth is, if I have like extras, I would love to give these cards to kids to put a smile on their face. Now, I'm a big card collector, but I'm not out to sell them or make any money off of these guys' programs. I mean, come on. I'm not that.
No, I think the thing with that was there was some guy that came on there, some Looney Tunes. He was about Disney stuff. And that was like the day before or something, man. I swear to God, it was like right around there.
Because, like I asked them about Malcolm Rodriguez. I got some of his rookie cards. And he plays for the Lions.
I remember you asking him that.
And I wanted to know I wanted to know if Malcolm Rodriguez was a keeper, whatever, to keep his cards. That's all.
Yeah, I know that.
I mean, I sell him or not. I mean, Russ was a little boy. If he's and I wouldn't mind if I had Russell, if your boy was anything, whatever. Here's some cards for him. Here's some Detroit cards for him. That's that's just what I do. Like I said, I picked up, got to know today, I'm Christian Watson. I pick up his rookie cards now. I collect Pat Holmes, Kenny Pickett, all this stuff. But I love my Packers. But when I sit in the room and John, I'm like, man, this is a freaking handicap match. I just wish John, start giving them elbows, man. Just start popping them in the head with the elbows.
Dorn's got them. He's just trying to be nice to him.
Hey, man, Steve, you should come on Mondays. Go on their trash talk show on Monday nights, man, on their Detroit Villain Squad. Because me and Main Event Mike are about to go at it.
Well, the thing is, now I want to say this. The last time I actually spoke on their show, they took something the wrong way. Okay, that's
just tough shit. That's how it is, man.
Well, let me explain this. Russell, and I understand to protect this show, he took something the wrong way. There was a time Mike made a joking comment about Brenton Cox Jr. Okay, and he says, "I hope he spells it COX." Well, I was trying to come back with a joke to say that I talked to Brenton Cox, and I was going to have Brenton Cox meet Mike and tell
I love this Facebook user. Holy. Well,
that I was going to say Brenton Cox was going to meet Mike and tell Mike that he's going to rip Jared Goff's head off because they're talking about their offensive line being so patented. Well, see, Russell thought that I was putting a threat out towards Mike, and I would not do that. I don't threat people, and I felt bad.
Yeah.
But that's
just a misunderstanding. You should hit Russell up in a back chat and say what's up.
Well, I tried to explain that time, but it's sometimes with him, it's hard to do that because and the thing is, I do not want to disrespect his show.
He's a good dude, man.
Oh, he is. He is. But he just.
I don't know about that main event Mike guy, but the other guy, Russell, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he took that all the wrong way. Because I don't put out threats like that. That's immature. I was going to just joke around with Mike because he made a joke about Brenton Cox Jr. saying, "I hope he spelled it C-O-X."
Well, you're welcome on this show anytime you want, man.
Oh,
yeah,
I know
bro.
that.
Yeah.
I know that. I respect
Every
that.
Friday, man. Every Friday we out here, especially with the season heating up. Bill will be out here. Nick will be out here. We open it up to the fans so we can get some. But nobody's coming out tonight. They're scared.
Who's the new guy here?
Yeah. Hey, who's this?
Oh, this
is it the Saint fans? The Saint fan. Saint fan.
What's going on, bro?
What's up, man?
Nick invited me in. I was late.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah,
hey, man, we're gonna beat your stuff.
Since you're on here, one of the questions we'll ask you: what do you think of your Saints so far during the preseason?
Well, I think I know it's like the easy answer, but right now I think we are the odds-on favorite in the South, which feels freaking good right now.
Yeah, Tom Brady left, so it left it wide open.
So how do you like Carr so far? I like him. I like Carr.
No, yeah, what? They're hyping him up. Carr looks good, man. He looks better in shape.
I've always been a fan of Carr. He's not been. He hasn't been bad.
Yeah, but he's never really done nothing. I think he's got potential, but
I'll agree with that. He's not like he's the greatest out there, but he's definitely got some good traits to
Justin Fields.
Is it? Honestly, at this point, I mean, the last 2 years weren't. Last year was freaking terrible. But as long as he can be semi-productive and like just not throw a bunch of interceptions, I'll be happy because the rest of the other three South teams are not looking too. They're not looking too threatening. I mean, I know it's this preseason, but I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, like you could say the Panthers are in the middle of a rebuild with a young quarterback. The Falcons, they still got a lot of stuff to figure out, and Tampa Bay is definitely going to be regressing, taking a downslide since Brady's gone. So yeah, that definitely leaves that division up for grabs.
I mean, yeah, who do they got? Who do they got? Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Yep. It's either
they
Baker
just named him the starter the other day.
Supposedly it was either Baker Mayfield or Kyle Trask that was going to be their starter.
And they also got Jameis Winston, right? Or did I see him on another team? Maybe.
I think he's with the Saints still, isn't he?
Oh, maybe that's it. That's who it is. Yeah.
No, come here.
I saw him playing in the preseason. I couldn't remember who it was. I'm like, that dude's still in the league.
Jameis Winston has a hell of an arm talent, but he's an interception machine.
Oh.
You know
what surprising cuts do you see happening Tuesday for us?
The cuts? I know, man. This is the toughest cuts I think we've had in years.
But what's going to be a surprising cut to you? If you had to think that there's going to be a surprising cut, like, wow, what do you think it's going to be? Who do you think is going to get cut? That's going to be
a big name. You think it's going to be a big name guy? I don't think it's going to be anybody. None of our starters are getting cut.
No.
Well, okay, well, let me put it in this format.
Toure.
How?
No.
Okay, now
Toure would be surprising.
Okay, who said that?
I did.
John did.
John. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you see him getting cut and them keeping Heath?
Yeah, that's on Heath or Bo Melton.
Yeah, I was going to say Bo Melton myself to try to sneak him on the practice.
Honestly, I don't think anything's settled till tomorrow's game. We got to see what's up. They got to line them up one more time.
Because he's got to make the team. I mean, he's got to make the team.
Yeah, because they like the big receivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I can see possibly Bo Melton gone.
Yeah.
But now, how many receivers are we going to keep?
That's the question. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm thinking 7.
I'm thinking 7
Yeah,
too.
6 or 7 is going to stay on.
I think we leave we keep 2 tight ends, Gordon as a halfback.
And as far as any shocking cuts,
keep 7 receivers.
As far as any cuts that could surprise me, I mostly think a surprise cut could happen for me as far as the running back position. Like, you just don't know who's going to be kept there.
I could see that.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Goodson might be too. I mean,
I could see Goodson going.
Taylor had a good outing though, man.
Yeah.
That's why they're considering getting rid of what's his name, the rookie.
Yeah, Goodson's hurt too right now. They don't help him.
And I'm going to throw this out there. At any time before the trade deadline or at the trade deadline, I can see Bakhtiari getting traded.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
No way.
I
could see it, but I don't think so.
What could we possibly gain from trading him this late in the season? He's right now the best protection we could give Love on the left side if he's healthy.
Well,
I mean, really, he's the best protection. I mean, look what Love did. Look what he did for Rodgers.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, say it, John. Say it.
That Rasheed Walker, he's been playing really damn good on that fucking
Exactly. Now, if not Bakhtiari, Josh Nyman.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say is who I could see end up being cut that would be a shock would be Nyman.
Yeah, but he's saying a trade, though.
Can we just get rid of Newman? Can we just say fuck it, get rid of Newman?
Yeah, and Myers.
My soul would not be
He
against
keeps
that.
snapping the ball 18 feet in the air, and he's going to get booted.
Yeah, I don't like Newman at all.
I don't trust this Josh
I
Myers.
think he's got talent, but I don't think he has any balls.
Well, it's just he gets plagued too many times, man. The holding calls and all that, you just judge it nuts.
I mean, put Tom in at center. If Bakhtiari stays left tackle, move Walker over at right tackle.
Yeah, okay. I'm with that line. Ruby, come on.
Then you got Jenkins and Runyon in the middle with Tom. Actually, it was kind of funny.
Almost bedtime.
Back in the day on this video game I played on my Xbox, I was playing a video game with John Runyon's brother.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I like Runyon.
Yep, John Runyon's brother.
Yeah.
I was like, no shit. But
that's pretty cool.
But you guys don't see Bakhtiari at all. I mean,
I don't see it.
I don't see him in any way being caught, but I could see the path that would get him traded, but I hope we don't.
Now, can I ask why not?
Because Bakhtiari, as long as he can stay healthy enough for the games, I think is the absolute best left tackle in the NFL.
Absolutely the best left tackler. I mean, hands down, healthy. No one beats him.
Now,
if we can keep him healthy.
Right, but this is what I think is what's happening in Green Bay. I think what Goody and LaFleur want, and I think this is most with every team. I think they're going to want to build their own team.
Oh, I agree, but I don't think it's going to be. I think this year they protect their prized possession in Jordan Love.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to give Jordan Love the best chance to succeed. He wants him to succeed.
Yes, I could honestly see us moving away from him at the end of the year, like getting rid of him, whether it's cut or trade once the season is done.
Yeah, if you don't want to make a cap-friendly deal, adios.
Yes.
Well,
but I do not honestly see us moving on from him unless he's a problem health-wise.
But wouldn't you want to get something for him?
Well, ideally, yes. But what do you think?
Ideally, but to me, it's
all right. So you tell me this: who's going to trade? Who do you think? What do you think we need that we're going to trade for?
Honestly, want me to be honest with you here?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I'll tell you right now what I would take for him.
Lie to me, man. Go ahead, just lie to us.
Anywhere, the latest I would take would be a 4th round pick.
Oh God, no!
I wouldn't even take that.
No,
that's the least. It's your first, second, third, or fourth. No 5th, no 6th, no 7th.
Yeah, a second round, I would be inclined to trade him away. But a 3rd round, you would have to have some type of conditional pick or
or
like a 7th round pick or something like that. I wouldn't want to move on from just a 3rd. That's just me. I can be very biased because I very much like.
Hey, John, do you have his football grade? What it is right now?
Who was that?
For Bakhtiari. What is his grade right now?
I'm not straight up him, but I know that he played like 12 games and he was like 1 pressure and 0 sacks.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
He's good. He's one of the top fucking.
I mean, you virtually got like a guardian angel for Love if you hang on to him for 1 year, and just to let Love grow and let him just give him a build. I mean, honestly, I think it goes against what we're trying to build here if we get rid of some of the foundation.
Yeah, you don't think Rodgers is going to push for him?
He can push for him all that he wants, but I would honestly rather keep Bakhtiari for Love over get rid of him for a 2nd or 3rd round pick, whatever it may be. I think this year would be more valuable to Love's development if Bakhtiari is blocking off his blind side.
What I would do, I would actually trade him right now. I'd go to the Jets. Say, you know what? You need an offensive lineman. No, you want Bakhtiari. Okay, you want him? We want your 1st round. We get the 1st or 2nd, like 10 to 65%. We automatically want that 1st and your 2nd.
Yeah,
well, we're going to get.
We're already getting the 1st, John.
Yeah, I know. So we get their 2nd.
Yeah.
If I want that locked in 1st and 2nd, you know what I mean? Fuck that 65%. It don't matter.
All right. I see what you're saying. So you automatically trade the number 1 and a number 2.
Yeah. It's locked in.
I would be okay with it. I wouldn't like it, but I would definitely be okay with it.
All right, this is a real question for you guys now since we brought this up. But Rodgers took everybody there. He's got the same thing. Do you guys honestly believe he's going to win a Super Bowl?
Okay, we can't say he has the same thing because he's got an extra playmaker receiver, and I think, honestly, if I have to be real, a better defense than us.
I didn't hear the question. Can you repeat that?
Do you think right now Rodgers, he left, he went to the Jets, he took everybody that I mean, pretty much, how many guys did he take? Like 8 guys over there with him?
Yeah, not that many, but
6 guys, whatever. He took guys over there with him. Do you think he's honestly going to win with those guys over there? He couldn't do it here?
No. Yeah, because I think they're in different roles, but then go ahead.
No, I'm just asking. It's your opinion. I just want to know.
No, because to me is like I also go into the Jets podcast, like Jake Asman and Richie and guys, and I listen to them guys, and I'll hear, 4-time MVP for really.
Shadow round.
This guy is nothing but a prima donna diva. Yeah. You guys have no idea what you guys got in Rodgers. None.
Yes, is he a prima donna diva, but is he also the best quarterback?
Well, okay, now if you really want to nitpick there, buddy. Okay,
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
But there's a standard of a football player that also goes into that. Now, I mean, Rodgers wasn't exactly a player's,
Well, like Sarah said over in Russell's chat today, we had 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks, got 2 of them, whatever. And the thing is, whatever. And look, just 2 Super Bowls out of those 2 guys. Now, Sarah made that comment, and nothing against her, whatever. And she's right. She is absolutely right. Those 2 guys
actually went to 2 of them.
I believe you. I believe you, Packers gamer.
Yeah. Okay. And boom. And the thing is, I can see where Gutekunst was getting tired of Rodgers. I mean, come on. This is about the Green Bay Packers, not Aaron Rodgers.
Got that right, bro.
Yeah, exactly. The thing about it, these other teams are jealous because we're
hold on, everybody. I gotta address something real quick. I just saw this, and this is the most absurd thing I've ever read in my entire life. Rodgers was great, but not elite. I'm sorry. That's one of the worst comments anyone's ever made in the history of.
He's arguably one of the most, if not the most talented quarterbacks. Granted, he didn't pull it all together.
He didn't play like that the last 2 years.
He's also in many eyes considered a top 5 greatest quarterback ever. I don't know how. First of all, when you're the best quarterback in the league for so many years and you win 4 MVPs, when you're just destroying everybody the way that he did, I don't even know how. Look, okay, so James, I'm glad that you're on the show. So look, Drew Brees is elite, is he not?
Yes.
Who the fuck would say he wasn't elite? You know?
Only a hater or someone that was just mad for no reason.
So if Drew Brees was elite, how is it even possible that Aaron Rodgers was not
Well,
elite?
you know what was funny? It was said Randall Cobb told the Jets receivers just a few days ago, if Rodgers don't trust you, you're not getting the ball.
I know we were just talking about that, man. He literally said it on Hard Knocks.
So look. Here's where this progresses. Well, regular season, not postseason. First of all, bro, Aaron Rodgers arguably has the best postseason stats in history. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
most accurate passer ever.
Go compare him to Tom Brady's stats. Go compare him to anybody not named Patrick Mahomes right now. He is a legendary playoff player. First of all, individually, just because we gave up 45 points and lost a game, just because we gave up 38 points and lost a game, dude, there's too many factors. It's insane.
Do you mind if I take the reins here, since I'm probably like one of the more unbiased ones? I'm trying. Okay, so it's always interesting when people say, "Oh, this quarterback is great in the regular season, but he chokes in the postseason." And it's like the reason is because their idea is like, it's always once they lose, it's the quarterback. It's on the quarterback. And it's like, okay, so you realize in the regular season, now past 16 games, now 17 games. In the regular season, you basically have 17 chances. So if you lose 3 times and win 14 times, that's great. In the postseason, you have 1 chance. So when your team fucks up once, that's it. You're going home. Okay.
But thank you. Honestly,
Wait.
But here's the deal with Rodgers.
Brady and Montana are elite.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers beats Brady and Montana on every single fucking metric that exists.
Oh, okay, and I can't argue with that. Everything you're saying is right, but here's the punch in the face with Rodgers. Like Randall Cobb said to the Jets receivers, if he don't trust you, you're not getting the ball. And I'm sure, just like the many of you watch the Packers games.
Yeah. Tunnel vision.
When the guy drops a ball.
I'm not talking about the San Francisco 49ers game.
No.
What I'm saying is, I'm talking about what people do is they're disingenuous with their actual take on what they think they know about football. Just for example, like this. Well, Tampa in the second half, they got clamped. How did they get clamped when the first possession of the second half, Aaron Jones fumbles the ball, Tom Brady throws a touchdown to start the second half? How? So
the reason
Aaron
I say
Rodgers outplayed Tom Brady in every aspect of
that
game.
Right.
We gave up everything that we
our
could.
special teams and fucking our defense.
I understand where you're coming from, because I have this same conversation with a lot of people. I have seen heartbreaks in the playoffs too. I had to sit through Beast Quake and the Minneapolis Miracle, and then that bullshit in 2019 when I'm not gonna get into it. And you know what's funny? I forget where I saw this stat from, but and the funny thing is Aaron Rodgers is at the top of the list too. But do you know which quarterback holds the record for leading a game-winning drive in the last 2 minutes to still end up losing the game because their defense gave up a winning touchdown? And that quarterback is Brees.
Yeah, I could see that. Brees was one hell of a quarterback for this defense.
This is what drives me nuts, though. People use like basic type of like, how can I say, basic shit.
Defense got 3 turnovers, but they gave up. I was going to say, to address this, defense did get 3 turnovers, but they still gave up too many points in that game.
Exactly. So there's context. You have to have context. Well, the defense got 3 turnovers, right? Well, what about how we got clapped in the first half of the game? Because what did we go? Tampa Bay went 8 for 9 on third downs in the first half or something crazy like that.
Weren't you guys down like 3 possessions at that point?
Bro, and then Rodgers brings us back, like full-blown brings us back. Remember when he threw the touchdown to MVS in the first half to start us to get going? Like, it was like a 70-yard bomb or 68-yard touchdown. So, look, when Kevin King gives up that touchdown at the end of the half, when Aaron Jones fumbles the ball at the beginning of the second half, when Aaron Rodgers' interception should have never been an interception because it was clear holding on his shoulder pad getting ripped down. There's so much context to this. You have to actually deep dive to figure out that Aaron Rodgers was the best player on the field that day. He was by far the best individual player on the field that day. He did not choke. His team let him down. His offensive line sucked too.
But I'm not arguing any of that. I'm not arguing any of that. Only thing I'm saying is this. I'm not arguing or denying anything what you're saying. What I'm saying is, just like Randall Cobb said, if he doesn't trust you, you're not getting the ball. And how many times? Wait.
Yeah, but he leads by you got to be in a certain standard.
Time out. How many times? I don't know if you guys and I've seen it for the fact that Mr. Diva there didn't trust the guy. The guy was wide open. A receiver was wide open, and he didn't throw to him. Why? Because he didn't trust. Because he didn't trust him.
No, we're not arguing against that though. That's
a problem.
That is a problem, and you know what? That's why Aaron Rodgers is no longer here, right?
That's why he's gone.
Yeah, the 49ers game, I'll agree. He played hero ball all day. That he thought he was just going to strap on his cape and throw it to Devontae.
Yeah, tell me.
Because I thought it was funny that Cobb brought that up to the Jets receivers. If he don't trust you, you ain't getting the ball.
Let's talk about the red zone.
Take a lead. We were in the red zone. I mean, I'm
let's
not
get
a Packers fan, but we're going to pretend like Matt LaFleur didn't decide to kick a field goal on fourth down.
Not only that, remember when Devontae Adams dropped the easy touchdown right in his fucking hands?
Thank you.
Yeah.
So look, there again.
There's more than one play in every game, man. One play doesn't define the game.
I really hate this because what people do is they give the most basic part of the game where, well, look, the defense got 3 interceptions in the second half. Aaron Rodgers didn't score when he should have ran on third down. First of all, there was a million things that happened in the interim of all of these parts that you're giving me the basic part of this. Like, bro, there's so much context. Aaron Rodgers destroyed, as far as being a better quarterback that day against Tom Brady. Not only he played a tougher defense. The Tampa Bay's defense was amazing.
Should have ran. The fucker should have ran.
Torched them that day, okay?
Bro, I agree with you 100%. I agree.
I'm not arguing with you. See what I'm saying? I'm not arguing with you. I'm arguing with the people that say this basic shit where you're like, dude.
Right.
You know what? I really don't give 2 shits. He can pound sand right now. This is the guy right here that fucking number 10.
Yeah, but even you, John Dorn, would sit there and laugh at someone saying he's not elite. That's insane.
Yeah,
that is insane. I mean, but he did have his, but he does, but if you stand there and you say that cream rises to the top, Rodgers had his moments where, like, I honestly, man, that Tampa game, I think that's the first time I felt let down because I thought he should have fucking at least put his head down and gave it a shot.
He wouldn't have made it.
You got to think he's an old guy.
I don't know that, dude. He gave up on the play.
Here's a question for you guys.
That game, I was done with him.
Here's a question for you guys.
That game broke me. Honestly, that's the first time I felt a little bit let down by Aaron Rodgers. Honestly, that's the first game. I'm being truthful.
I actually felt like for once there was absolute proof that Aaron Rodgers played great, and he did. He did.
No.
Hey, I'm with Nick on this one.
And his coach let him down that game.
Oh, Aaron was way better than Tom Brady in that game. Way better.
Absolutely.
Aaron's been better than Tom Brady most of his career.
It's not Aaron Rodgers' fault.
He just got balled.
Right. They called a defensive holding when the ball was way overthrown. The guy he was never going to catch.
This is where I say the game is scripted.
I'm having a harder time to argue with that.
I can't subscribe to that theory. No.
I have a harder time arguing with it with some of the shit we've seen.
So look. Here we go. This is
one small correction to you, Nick.
This is the moniker of people that are disingenuous and they use just basic shit that people regurgitate, right? Here we go. We went from he is the sole reason why we choke, right? He chokes well, let's be honest. He folds on some plays. Like, bro, every quarterback in history folds on some plays every single game.
I was going to say, he's still a person.
He's not. Yeah, he's not Superman.
Not Superman. Yeah, exactly.
Now we're backtracking to, okay, fine. Maybe he wasn't the reason we lost, but he folded on some plays.
We gotta go potty.
Did Tom Brady not fold on many plays, and his defense came out, didn't they? His team fucking showed out, didn't they? So,
well, let me ask this.
That's the exact reason why they play, 60 minutes. That's why they play 4 quarters. It's like, yeah, they're gonna fold on some plays. Like it's the entire game.
Yeah.
Is it going to bother Aaron? Just say the Packers ball and have a great season this year. Now, I'm not going to say Super Bowl or nothing. Let's say the Packers. Is it going to bother Aaron Rodgers that he sees the Packers excelling?
I don't think so at all.
No? Who says no?
Yeah, I think it's a totally like he's disassociated from it.
I also think it's a different dynamic between him and Love than it was Favre and Rodgers. Favre lamented every accomplishment Rodgers had until he retired, right?
Yep.
And even probably a years.
Yeah, it was a few years after that he finally hopped on the Rodgers train.
I think Aaron Rodgers genuinely is sitting there like, you know what, Jordan Love, I hope you have a great career, man. Like, I think he's happy where he is. We watch Hard Knocks. He's very happy where he is. I don't think there's going to be a discrepancy there.
He texted the day before fucking the night before fucking preseason.
Yeah, he said, "Let's get to work, kid." He was like, "Hey,
going to the Jets is fed into his ego. He thinks he's a god as it is. They treat him like a god over there.
We also treated him like a god too.
I'm not saying we didn't, bro. Look,
I think he's partly to blame for his ego.
I don't think Rodgers bailed on us till the very end, man. Honestly, I don't think he bailed. I think
he Broadway Joe, and that was it. So now they get Aaron Rodgers, and they're like,
"Yeah, no, you're right." And look, Broadway Joe, if he didn't just call it out and be lucky.
To us, them getting Rodgers and being like, "Oh my God, we got Rodgers," we're kind of sitting there going, you don't really know what that entails."
Well, let me ask this: how many of you Packer fans can you honestly say, "I'm glad he's gone"? I know John Gordon. I know you got that.
I wanted to give him one last year. I truly did.
Yeah.
I did too. I was on that. I was on giving him.
Yep.
I'm glad he's gone.
Hey, look, in hindsight, dude, if it was going to end this way, we should have got rid of him the year before when he was coming off his 4th MVP, and we were coming off a 13-win season. That's when we should have traded him if we were going to do it.
Yeah, now that he is gone, I can admit we should have got rid of him last year. But I was personally on board for giving him an extra.
Yeah, I was
from everything he's done for us.
Me and John Doerr was fighting over it.
Oh yeah.
We was fighting over. John Doerr was done with it, and I was like, man, I want him to play one more year. But when the writing's on the wall and he was on his way out, and then you start hearing all the back stuff of what went on between him and Goody, I'm not going to hold ill will. I look at it like this: he's going to retire a Packer. He's coming back.
Yeah, right.
Denver would have gave us 3 first rounds and fucking Judy and some other fucking player.
But you know what? That was not supposed to happen.
Sometimes you got to go somewhere else to get a slap.
But that was not supposed to happen. Like I said, I'm a firm believer with this. The NFL.
What wasn't supposed to happen though exactly?
Well, the thing is, like I said, this is a business, $1 billion business. And I'm a firm believer that things happen in the NFL because it's just like with the trading cards right now with Panini. Panini in the NFLPA is in a scrabble because of fanatics that the NFLPA wants to get rid of Panini and they want to join fanatics. And the thing is, now there's still a 3-year contract going up now. There's going to be a big court case where Panini could take the NFLPA to court for a contract dispute thing, whatever, and it could be vice versa. See, I feel, now this is just me and I apologize, that in this league, everything happens and it's money. It's money. It's in other words, the NFL is like the WWE. Right now, Patrick Mahomes.
It's a business in the end. It's a business, but at the heart of it, there's still the competition and competing for the title.
Like, I could come to your house, into your house, and sit with you and watch a game, and I could probably sit there and point out when the script's going to happen. If I could bring my buddy Greg, who lives in New York, he's a Giants fan.
There's no look, man. I'm not going to believe that there any possible way that it's scripted like that. There's no freaking way. If it is, man, that's the biggest ruse on the American people. And I mean, no way, bro.
No,
man.
I think it is.
I think every year the best team wins, man.
Really?
Yes, Kansas City won because they were the better team.
No, they weren't.
Oh,
I think
we watched the game.
The refs are in it,
bro.
Double money.
Hey, you Packer fans, I love you guys, and like I said, I can sit with you, and I can even show you things that probably make you like, what?
All right, man. All right. Here's what I'll say on that. If we ever get the chance to sit together and watch a game, I will gladly let you show me what you're talking about, because I'm that type of person that I believe wholeheartedly in the Packer organization and what they do. I've been watching it for a very long time.
I'll be a man and say this. Not every play, every down is scripted. Okay, not no. But that's why I can sit there and, like my buddy Greg, he's a Giants fan.
So who's going to win the Super Bowl? You know who's going to win the Super Bowl if it's fixed?
Yeah, it's Packers.
Well, let me tell you my Super Bowl prediction this year.
John, high five, bro.
I tell you my Super Bowl prediction this year. Okay, let me say this. Here's the three guys that I think that have a shot for the MVP. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Kenny Pickett. Okay?
What?
Now, that's the three guys that I select, I think, that's going to win the MVP. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, or Kenny Pickett. That's just my
So you don't think Mahomes is going to get – you don't think Mahomes got a shot at it?
No, he'll have a shot. But I'm just saying,
or what's his name from Cincy, Joe Burrow?
He'd have a shot too. But now here's my Super Bowl prediction. I'm going to say it's going to be the LA Chargers versus the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Chargers win.
I said Dallas Cowboys already fucked up.
How the hell are you saying the Cowboys, bro?
I'm sorry.
How the hell are you?
Well, the thing is,
I for one can't get behind it, given the fact that we have not seen the Cowboys get past the divisional round since the 90s. So
right. This is just my prediction.
And there are two guys on that Cowboys team that makes me a non-believer that they won't get that far. And those two names are Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott.
I agree with you. I understand what you're saying.
I agree with you 100%, man.
But with the NFC now, excuse me for saying this, the NFC now is like the USFL. Okay? The AFC is stacked.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, we're about to change all that.
I hope, bro. I'm hoping.
Do you see the young wide receivers we have coming out? Tight ends, wide receivers.
I love it. Hey, I'm just trying to be real here. The AFC is stacked.
I got it.
I asked this question one time on Russell's show. Let me ask you. In the NFC, just the NFC, who would you write down as the elite quarterbacks?
In the NFC?
Yeah.
Well, Herbert.
NFC.
No, in the NFC, NFC.
The only name I got so far is going to be Jalen Hurts from the Eagles.
You're not going to throw Purdy in that. Maybe not. Why? I mean,
I haven't seen much of him yet.
Oh, let's just say Brock Purdy still has more to prove to me as far as.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
I'd put Cousins in before I put Purdy. I'd put Cousins has done way more.
Don't get me wrong. Brock Purdy did have a great run with San Fran last season, but you're gonna have to show yourself a lot more with just 1 year.
I mean, I would love to be with you guys, have some wings, ribs, cheeseburgers and stuff, and somewhere.
Man, I'm trying to get all these mugs to agree to go for the draft in 2025 when it's at our place. I want to go and have everybody meet up there, man. We're planning it now. Start planning it.
I'll be there.
I know you will, John. I'll be there. I'm telling you, I'm coming, bro. If I ain't dead, I'll be there.
45 minutes away.
And like I said, and after this year, when that $40 million is gone from Rodgers,
it's gonna be a fun year it's gonna be that's why this year's so important, man. Jordan Love just has to do 8 to 10 wins, 11. I say 10 to 11, but as long as it's not lower than 8 wins, it's a successful season for the Packers.
You heard it here first. It's going to be the Packers against the fucking Jets in the Super Bowl this year.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And you know what I got?
If that happened, I actually would believe it was scripted.
And you know what I got?
That would be probably mentor versus student. You know what I mean?
And guess what I got in my hand right here?
Yeah.
I got a letter from Bob Harlan. Remember him?
Yeah.
Is that the script, bro? Tell me, is that the script?
No. What happened was, see, I'm like an artist, and years ago I designed new uniforms for the Packers, and I sent them up there. And he actually called me. I'm not lying to you. He called me. He sent me a letter explaining to me that the team and everything liked it, but for the fact that there's no owner, it would be hard to press that.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it was nice that I got a phone call from him and a letter from him.
That's cool.
That they liked what I did, but I understand that, and I love the fact we ain't got no owner because Green Bay's not going anywhere.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean?
And we're going to keep doing this over and over, bro. We're going to keep, look,
yeah.
Jordan Love is just the next cog in the evolution of the Green Bay Packers. I don't know, you think it's rigged, but honestly, man, we got a thing we do, and we keep doing it. We figured it out.
Oh, I love my Packers. I bleed green and gold. Like I love the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
So what do you think what score prediction would be? Like 10 wins, 11 wins?
Yeah, well.
You what?
So,
what do you think for the season? And then I want to know what your prediction is for the Bear game, because that to me that's the main. That's the first game of the season sets the tone. You guys remember what I said last year? If we lose to the Vikings, it's going to suck all year. And it sucked all fucking year.
That first Viking game was so much bullshit. It was not even funny.
Bro, the worst part was fucking Za'Darius being on the other side.
Well, see, okay, bro. But see, that's why I'm trying to say in a way that in this league, these receivers are so wide. Now, like Sarah said even this morning, she made a comment about what they did to us in that game. Well, look at the second game. What did Justin Jefferson do? Nothing.
Well, see, that's the thing. They keep talking about that first game. That first game, there was no. I don't even think Jair covered him 5 times.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, and like 3 of them didn't even go that way. The pass didn't go that way.
He pretty much passed it down the line.
What was it?
The second time around, we put him on exclusively and shut his shit down.
Savage, Amos got burned bad by him fucking multiple times.
Yeah, that's why Amos ain't here.
That's why Amos is gone, because he's too slow. We want
exactly.
And see, another thing what makes me feel good about Rodgers gone is that I did not like the fact that he didn't show up for OTAs. He was not there for the young guys. This is a team. Yeah. This is the Green Bay Packers. Yeah. Aaron, love you, bro, but this isn't about you. You think you're above the league, and you're not.
Yeah. Bro, and honestly, watching Hard Knocks, I think he's getting a hard realization that he can't take off the OTA. He can't skip this preseason game because they're that behind. He's going to look like a dumbass when going out there week 1.
Well, I seen fucking he had like 8 interceptions fucking.
Well, let's just say for Rodgers, when it comes to how relentless the media in New York is, he's going to have to walk a certain way to fit in with them.
Right.
As opposed to down here in Green Bay.
This is how a firm believer I am. Like with the Fighting Irish back in the day, I loved it when Lou Holtz. When a player messed up, he went out on that field, grabbed that player by the face mask, dragged his ass off to the side, and let him have it.
Yeah.
And see, it's a team. This is a team game, and I felt with Rodgers, this is all about me.
See, I think too, last year when actually Rodgers called the fucking receivers out, I think he lost them right there. They didn't want to play for him, and I think the players themselves.
I agree. I agree.
I'm telling you, man, they talked about it when they were walking off the field. No one was sure what was going to happen. I mean, it was all like, it was already like Rodgers wasn't coming back. He was going to retire, you know.
Those young players are going, yes, get him out of here, yes.
Who did he walk off with?
Bro, it just breaks my heart. He signed a couple-year deal. He's supposed to fucking stick it out. I get it, man. Look, we got a great deal out of it. Look, man, the best thing that ever happened was him going and them allowing us to get out from underneath the fucking cap so we could fucking sign guys. And now next year, we're going to blow the roof off this fucking division.
Next year? I think you should get.
Well, we're going to do it this year, but I'm saying it's going to even be more next year. We're going to have the money to sign some people.
Exactly, man. Like I said, I'm stoked. When I heard that 40 million things, I'm like, dude, bro, I feel just like you. Yes.
Did Rodgers make sure we got this? I mean, we made sure this deal happened. I mean, he took it, he left. He knows he's going to come back and retire as a Packer. I mean, maybe this is the last thing he could do for the Packer organization.
Yeah, because like you see, there's nobody who's allowed to wear the number 12.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. They're going to retire like number 4.
Right. Like Jaden Reed.
Like they should. I mean, the man is a legend in Green Bay.
Right.
I'm sorry.
We're not going to have the numbers.
Jaden Reed wanted to wear the number 1, but they told him he had to change it because of, and I guess that had to do with Curtis Lambeau.
Oh, really? Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because Christian Watson, he wanted the number 1 because he was number 1 at North Dakota State, and he had to change it because all this, the number 1 apparently has to do with Curtis Lambeau.
Hey, what do you think? Teddy B's going to stick with 50 in Detroit? 50 for a quarterback? That's a fucking stupid number.
No, he ain't going to stick with that. No.
Are you sure? Because man, he's in there playing under 50.
Right, but that will change.
That's Detroit ball for you.
You know, here's a question. If I don't do it, I want one of you, John Dorn, my buddy. Someone asked this to a Detroit fan. Why in the living blue hell is their lion logo blue? Where in the fuck did you ever see a blue lion? Is it because do they sing the blues or something because of all the poor games?
Hey, and that 1940s logo, that's just for one game?
Yeah, I mean, a blue lion. Why?
It looks like a 4th grader drew it.
Yeah, I mean, a blue lion. A lion is not blue. I mean, why is your logo blue?
So look, everybody, thank you for being on the Frozen Tundra Network. Everybody, thank you for watching. Everybody that's been on tonight, you're always welcome back. Steve.
Are we doing the show tomorrow, Nick? Are we doing the game?
Yes, I'm going to try my best. It's really sticky.
I love you guys.
We're trying to make sure our pages don't get shut down, but I'm pretty sure we're going to be
nice meeting you, Steve.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to do a show tomorrow morning while the game's on and broadcast it for everybody. So be on the lookout for that. Steve, thank you for being on. James, thank you for being on. Everybody that was here, we got the normal cast members, obviously. Tomorrow, look for us to be on with the game broadcasted live for everyone to watch for free. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Come on next time.
Hey, man, come on anytime, bro. You got some knowledge.
Everybody, so this is Frozen Tundra Network. Everybody have a great weekend. Go Pack, go, and we'll see you
safe
tomorrow.
Go Pack,
go. Go Pack, go, baby.
Same old Lions.
2020 NFL Draft. The Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love, quarterback, Utah State. 49ers bring pressure to inside backers come down the sideline. Romeo Doubs, a touchdown.
Hang on. Love to Watson to a 1-score game.
Hey, this is Ahman Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leader in Russia. Bill, the Packer fan and Packer owner, Nick, they run a website for Packer news and updates, and I know Packer news hasn't been so great lately because we got some players that are not Packers anymore that you loved at one time, but you might hate a little bit right now.
2 great running backs. We have a competent offensive line.
He's saying that he felt in November and December that they didn't want him back.
Get a little safety in that position. Either we go.
There's no reason to believe we can't return, but.
And they already came out. There's a couple guys that came out and said that Rodgers is telling what
solution of it, and don't let them go for anything under than 1.
And you know what, Packer fans? the Bears still suck. So go Pack Go, and good luck to Bill and Nick, their website, and their Packer News. Talk to you later.
It's a lot easier to come in and skip doing mop-up duty, but he threw the ball he kind of looked like Aaron Rodgers the way he was throwing the ball sidearm and just flicking the ribs and the ball was just jumping out of his hands.
Agreed. Hey everybody, this is Gerhard de Beer, former Green Bay Packer offensive lineman, and you're watching Frozen Tundra Network with Bill the Packer fan and Packer owner Nick.